2 or 3 more basic concepts. We got the thumb post. That's something that you can use from a white belt level all the way to when you guys are going against Gordon Ryan's. Now, the next thing we're gonna utilize is that same concept. You're not my uke, where's my uke? There you go. Come here. We're gonna use that, so this is inside position. Who can tell me why? Ezra.
Your hands are inside this, they're on.
Correct, yes, so this is inside position. So if you look, my hands are on the inside of Tim's. So inside position is generally going to play into my favor from a defensive standpoint, because in order for him to take me down, he has to find a way to get inside position on me and or clear my arms, okay? So if I maintain inside position, automatically my defensive success goes right through the roof. Now, we can start adding in other types of tie-ups, such as your basic collar tie, okay? Notice I'm also simultaneously utilizing that thumb post to maintain control as well. So for me, I utilize a collar tie on both sides, but generally speaking, I'm gonna favor my dominant side, my right hand. A lot of times when you see people go into a collar tie, you see people come in and they're just like pulling hard and flexing and just doing all this. You wanna do kind of the opposite. Because if I'm gonna use this collar tie, it's most likely gonna be for some type of snap or head manipulation. So if I'm here and I'm flexing and I'm trying to pull him down, do you think he's prepared for that? I'm giving feedback that like, hey, I'm trying to pull your head down, you should fight this. But if I come into this relaxed with a relaxed hand, I have the ability to now, out of nowhere, do a snap, and he won't be as prepared for it, right? But we don't necessarily want to utilize these really hard Nicky Rod clubs all the time. We can do little pumps here. This is very annoying. How do I know? Because it happens to me all the time in practice. This. What does this make you want to do? What is this?
Run away.
Run away? What else? Give me another answer. Push my hand off. Okay, now we get into maybe deeper scenarios where I want to underhook. We're going to tie this into 2 different things. 1, arm drag. 2, we'll bleed that into a foot sweep after. But look at this. I found a thumb post on the inside of his shoulder. I have a collar tie. I'm giving him some pumps a little bit, giving him some pumps. This generally, a lot of times, if he's not clearing, he wants to kind of get close and trying to push into me a little bit, give him some feedback. This thumb post is going to slide down to the wrist, and I'm going to initiate an arm drag. Everybody here familiar with arm drags for the most part? Okay, so the main problem with arm drags when you initiate is I can hit this super clean, boom, deep, make him move, and if he circles quickly enough, we may have just end up here, back where we started. So, 2 options. One of my favorite wrestling options is if I feel an arm drag and he circles, I come into a single leg. But that can be kind of hard if you're not really good at wrestling or shooting. So, an also effective and easier solution is off of a clean arm drag, boom, pass it across behind the tricep. When I pull this guy, my outside leg's gonna step, and my right foot, in this case, my inside foot, is gonna step across here. And they won't necessarily fall down all the time, but what it will make them do is stumble. That gives you 2 main opportunities. 1, to shoot it on the legs, or 2, start gaining control of his back. So in a slower sequence, if I pass this across to an arm drag, and I step in, I get him going, and I bring this foot out, boom, causes him to stumble a little bit. So right here in this case, I'm kind of far away from the back, but I do have an opportunity to drop my level and take him down in a double leg. The reason why wrestling is hard for most jiu-jitsu people is understanding how to set up the takedown in the first place. It's all about creating angles, getting your opponent out of position. That's one basic way to do so. Let's say that ended up a little bit more in my favor, where I pass this across and I step, boom, he stumbles, and now I'm to his back. Okay, this is a wonderful scenario. Break him down, now I'm looking for hook. So, the biggest thing that you kind of want to take away from this class is we're not necessarily focusing on submissions today or how to necessarily finish matches. We're working on creating opportunities that allow us more chances to finish with submissions later down the road. If you're wrestling, let's say you're wrestling somebody that is a better wrestler than you, you don't want to pull guard for whatever reason, maybe you can't pull guard because it's ADCC related. Options like this are very quick and simple, and I've seen jiu-jitsu people hit this on higher level wrestling people and have success with it. That's why I'm showing it. Any questions before I show this again? Okay, so all I need, play around with this pump snap a little bit. Boom, take that thumb post, slide down to the wrist. Our two options are we arm drag, we step across, he stumbles, I find a position to where I can drop my level and double leg. The other option is, I go for that same arm drag, maybe I do it a little bit cleaner this time, and I find the back. Break them down and look for my hooks. Good? Any questions? Let's do it, here we go. Step with this leg first, and then your other leg is gonna come out like you're gonna trip her. There you go. There you go, good. So now for the next one, I want you to pull her into your leg so she trips over it. Almost. Boom, like this. So look, like that. Good. Watch how I do it. So I'll do light. So when I pull, I step, and I basically move myself out of the way. Just put my leg here, like oops. Boom. Okay, good. Now you can circle to her back. Yep, exactly. Nice. I like it. And then bring her down. Yeah, bring her down forward. Exactly. That's good. Nice shot. Now pull. Pull a little bit. Pull her. Better? Way more so they can
If you were like within the neighborhood,
You're making mistakes because you hate that feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out kind of time what you're doing.
Exactly.
Come off.
You're
Exactly.
not blasting them though. You're just like,
Yeah, it's literally like, it feels like nothing. It's just so annoying. Okay. And over time that wears out the neck, the back, and then eventually we'll talk about here next. Then you can do a hard snap that's going to lead to something important.